is English just confusing? It really can feel like that sometimes, right? But what if, just what if, we looked at it from a different angle? What if it's not just a big confusing mess, but actually it's incredibly clever in how it's all put together?
We're about to unlock 5 really powerful concepts that pull back the curtain on this hidden structure, and I think it's going to change how you see English for good.
So, let's start with homophones. The clue is right there in the name. Phono means sound. So these are words that sound exactly the same when you say them out loud, but they mean different things, come from different places, and, this is the key, they're spelled differently. They're basically illusions for your ears. Just think about right and right, or see and see. You hear them, they sound identical, but in your head, you know their meanings are in completely different universes. And this isn't some mistake in the language, it's more like a fossil record. It shows how words from way back when have kind of merged over time to sound the same, even though their spellings remember where they came from. Pretty cool, right? Okay, so now let's flip the coin and talk about homographs. And again, the name gives it away. Graph means written. So these words have the exact same spelling, but different meanings. And here's the twist that really trips people up. Sometimes their pronunciation completely changes. Okay, check this out. L-E-A-D. It can be lead, like when you guide a team, or it can be lead, like the heavy metal. Or how about T-E-A-R? It can be a tear rolling down your cheek, or a tear in a piece of fabric. The same exact letters force your brain to play detective, using all the clues around it to figure out how to say it and what it means. So, you might be asking, what connects all this? Well, that brings us to our third big idea, homonyms. The easiest way to think about this one is as the big umbrella term. This is for the perfect linguistic twin, where the spelling is the same and the sound is the same, but the meanings have nothing to do with each other. And the perfect example? Bat. I mean, if I just say the word bat, what do you picture? It could be the little flying animal, or it could be the wooden stick used in baseball. It's a classic homonym. It shows how one single word form needs context before our brain knows which mental file to open. Okay, so we've talked about how one word can cause some confusion. Now let's switch gears and look at the tools that give us clarity and make our language richer. This part is all about the power of word relationships, that invisible scaffolding that connects our ideas and just makes communication better. We'll kick things off with a concept you probably know, synonyms. But let's go a little deeper than just words with similar meanings. The real magic with synonyms is in the nuance. You know, the secret isn't just knowing more words. It's about understanding the slightly different feelings and emotions that each one carries. For instance, saying you're happy is great, it's a general feeling. But saying you're joyful, well, that suggests something deeper, more expressive. Or big, that's a simple way to describe size. But large feels a little more formal, a bit more precise. Picking the right synonym isn't just about showing off your vocabulary, it's about being strategic. It's like upgrading from a basic toolkit to a specialist set. And our final concept is the antonym. So while synonyms build meaning by showing what's similar, antonyms do the exact opposite. They build meaning through contrast. They're opposites, and this idea of opposition is actually fundamental to how we make sense of our world. Think about it. Contrast is what gives words their power. We can't really truly understand what hot is without the concept of cold, and the idea of success feels kind of empty without a real understanding of failure. Antonyms create this tension that gives our ideas shape and makes them matter. They're a super powerful tool for being clear. So, we've just covered 5 pretty fundamental concepts. But I don't want you to just think of them as definitions to memorize. No. I want you to think of them as 5 master keys that you now have in your pocket, and each one unlocks a different part of how the English language works. With these 5 keys, you're not just memorizing rules anymore. You're actually learning to see the language as this living, breathing system. It's a big shift, right? You go from being a passive user of the language to an active, confident decoder of it. And here it is, the whole system, all in one place, your cheat sheet. What this really shows is that there's this elegant dance going on between sound, spelling, and context. It's not just a random pile of rules, it's a beautiful, logical architecture. And now you have the blueprint. So, now that you have these keys, the language isn't so much a confusing maze anymore, is it? It's more like a clever structure just waiting for you to explore it. And that really just leaves us with one final thought. With these new tools in your hand, what English puzzle are you going to solve next?